Hello. What's up, world? Libra land. Let's get some messages from the ancestors using the Hoodoo Tarot tonight. I mustered up the energy to go live. The timing has been so weird with the holidays and stuff. It doesn't feel like a typical Saturday night, but it is a Saturday night. What's up? What's up? Hi, everyone. Doesn't it feel wonky? Doesn't the timing just feel wonky? Speaking of timing, we have the grandfather or father of time, but he gives me grandfather of time energy. This King of Swords, Father of Knives in the Hoodoo Tarot. They're coming through with a message for a daughter or a granddaughter, or I just heard they're protecting you, their daughter or granddaughter, or your daughter or granddaughter, specifically daughter of baskets here. Wow, I'm like, who all's here? Who all would like to come through? Now we have the Father of Baskets. This is a King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. These are all people on the other side. Now we have the Hermit, Dr. Grant. Ancestors. Ancestor reading. All right, let's shuffle a few more times and get into it. The grandchildren. So we for sure have some grandparents in the house. And you are the grandchild. We have the grandchildren card. This is the star. Ooh. This could be you, Libra. Daughter of Knives. Or if you have a daughter, this could be your daughter. But this is a very powerful medium, very powerful seer. Look at all the hands reaching out to her. It's like, feels like about right now. It's not, the energy is not overwhelming or anything like that. In this card, it's a little overwhelming for her. But she is working with a different form of divination, which I know for a fact is legit, but I do not partake in. That was in my younger years. She's using the Ouija board. But no, I'll just stick with the cards. I love the cards. Love the cards. Yeah, no. We don't need that. I do not recommend the Ouija board. But to each their own. Let's go, Libra. Messages from the ancestors. Woo, that was quick. Oh, wow. I feel like, okay, 8 of baskets. This is the 8 of cups, walking away or being turned away. And we have the 10 of swords at the bottom. From ultimate betrayal that could have ended very badly for us. We were protected from this. Or maybe someone tried to come towards you and your ancestors push them away in the spirit, like something happened. You know what I mean? Like someone was thinking about coming towards you. With ill intentions. And they were turned away. Yeah, you have victory over this. I feel the first message applies the strongest. It's like you walked away from something or someone, or you were rerouted, and this avoided disaster. It's sort of a similar message to what I picked up with the Clueless Tarot not too long ago with the King of Swords and the Tower in reverse. And it said that was a close call. This 8 of baskets, look at this. This is the images. 8 of baskets, 10 of swords. This is a close call. This is a narrow miss. A narrow escape, should I say. Give this read a thumbs up, please, and thank you by double tapping the screen. That's what I'm picking up on, Libra. This was like a close call. Close call. Thank you, Spirit. Let me find the proper words. And check out what's behind the 10 of knives. It's like you foresaw this. You could foresee this. With the 3 of coins. This is a very powerful seer, very powerful oracle, psychic. And behind that is the 6 of wands, my spirit guide card, which is success and victory. So it's like with your foresight and your spirit team, you had victory over something that was going to possibly, like I'm hearing 3 strikes, you're out. Like take us up out, try to take us up out of here, Libra. 10 of swords, 10 of knives in this deck. Wow. It could have even been some type of group betrayal. Because that's what happened to the person in this card. He was betrayed by his own congregation. Sort of like when it comes down, oh, we need someone to blame. So let's blame this person. Well, that didn't work with Libra. Like that doesn't work with a good-hearted Libra. That didn't go as planned. Look at that. Daughter of Knives just flew out as we enter a month away from The year of the fire horse, which is literally the daughter of fire right here. Daughter of wands. This is the fire horse. It's going to be an interesting 2026. This is the ancestor message. This fire horse energy. There's going to be no stopping you, Libra, in 2026. Truly. Nope. It just popped out of the deck on top. Just like that little pile. Let me see what came out with it. Ooh, it's going to be a shocking 2026. In the best way possible for you. Wow. Where you're moving to, this railroad bill card, excuse me, that's the Chariot. This fast movement with that horse, Judgment and Chariot, it's definitely going to be shocking for some people. But you've been preparing for this movement. You've been preparing for 2026. Remember back in the fall, as we were approaching winter, and I was like, we're going to just work steady through winter. I'm not saying don't rest. Yes, that's what winter is for. It's an inward season, silent, cold, rest, recuperation, hibernation. Do that. But if you also set yourself up properly and use those 3 months of the winter, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, set yourself up for this fire horse year. You'll be a little bit ahead of everybody else that didn't put in that extra oomph. That's what I'm getting. All right, Libra, let's go. Balance. Balance, Libra. Keep it a balance. Two of Sticks. Okay. So in the year of the fire horse, back again at the bottom now. Bottom of the deck. She's back again, Daughter of Sticks, with the Two of Sticks. And I'm hearing, ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I don't know where we're going, Libra, in 2026, but we're moving and shaking. We're going places. Let me read to you the Two of Sticks and the Daughter of Sticks. Two of Wands, Daughter of Wands. Let's see. The Daughter of Sticks is rearing up on a horse in order to change direction. The flock of birds above, forming an arrow, indicate this is the best course of action. Okay. Interesting. So it's almost, what the heck? Look at the arrow. The birds. It's pointing to the corner of the card. Do you see that? Up here. It's like this way, this way. That's so wild. It's pointing to the Two of Sticks. It's actually pointing to the tree line on the other side of this river. But anyways, it's pointing to the Two of Wands. Oh, how interesting. Maybe you're going to get like some type of directions. Oh, weary traveler. here's a little gem, a little breadcrumb along your path. Go this way. The arrow pointing this way. Spirit's like, your ancestors are like, psst, 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 Libra, this way. Follow the arrow. Follow the path that way. This is what I'm seeing. I mean, watch for the signs. You're going to get a clear sign, okay? I don't know if it's going to be the birds in the sky giving you this sign or what, but there'll be a sign about which direction to take, because there is going to be a change in the winds in this Fire Horse 2026 year. But you'll be guided, you know? You'll be guided. So that says, get pumped up to get the job done. Maintain high energy until the very end. That's what this card is about. It's about getting pumped up. You're going to be getting something done this year, maintaining high energy. On the positive side, she is passionate, determined, bold, free-spirited, charming, self-assured, loves to travel. Maybe you're going to be really moving and shaking and traveling this coming year, Libra. Avoid being hot-tempered. It says on the negative side, this card can be hot-tempered, a show-off, or a habitual procrastinator. In order to be successful, we have to push through that procrastination. I could have went back to bed tonight. I'm not going to lie to you. I was laying down in the bed earlier. My foot was hurting, a little swollen. I'm like, oh gosh, like just hurting. So I laid down in the bed for about an hour. And I could have went back to bed, but I'm like, no, I wanted to do a read. Like I wanted to do a read. So, no. I poured myself some fresh water and I sat down at the table, and here we are. Because sometimes that's how you got to do it. I'm not saying don't rest. Rest when you need to rest, but sometimes you got to push through when you could have just not. You have that free will choice, right? I had a free will choice. I decided to push through. I decided to embrace her energy, the upside, her passion, her fire, high energy to get the job done. That's what it's saying we're going to need for 2026. That's what the ancestors are saying we're going to need for 2026, Libra. High energy to get the job done. And we've got it. And we've got a message too and guidance about which way to go. All right, let's read the Two of Sticks. Two of Sticks. Love this card. He is the healer. The man in the card depicts Dr. Sandy Jenkins, the root worker who gave Frederick Douglass a root to protect him from being abused by a sadistic overseer. Douglass was never bothered by the man again. Here, Sandy is shown gazing out at the St. Miles River in Maryland. So, I told somebody this in a personal read, I believe, and it's coming out again for the collective right now. Your ancestors want you to know. Sometimes the healer, you know how we all know who Frederick Douglass is? I mean, if you don't, you have to be, maybe you're like very, very young. If you don't know who Frederick Douglass is, maybe you're like 20 years old. Fine. But I would think most all of us, 110 people in the chat, 100 of those people know who Frederick Douglass is or have heard of him in history. Who has heard of this man who healed Frederick Douglass? No, nobody, baby, nobody. Unless you get this deck, unless you know this history, this hoodoo history, or you get this tarot deck and learn it, or it's been passed down to you. But seriously, how many of those 100 people in the chat right now would know of Dr. Sandy Jenkins versus Frederick Douglass? I'm being real. So Libra, it's almost like you are the healer, the ultra powerful person behind the well-known powerful people, you know? This is what I'm picking up on. This is what you're meant to do or meant to be. This is part of your path. Maybe root work is part of your healing path or something along that route. But you caught what I was trying to say, what I meant there. Very interesting. Sometimes we're not everybody is going to be the household name, right? And that's fine. Sometimes you're going to be the powerful healer behind the household name. And sometimes that's even more powerful. Not to say it's in any type of competitive way, not at all. But you get what I'm trying to say. Okay. Spirit, come through. Ancestors, come through. This is a good read. I'm glad I decided to use the Hoodoo Tarot. Get a drink of water. Okay. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Thank you for the kind comments. Hi, Royal Priestess. Hi, Annalise. Or Anise. Wow, what is going on? This card is like not going anywhere. And now we have the 10 of Wands that popped out. You're going to be given access to like the fountain of youth. To some type of, ooh, my right ear's ringing. You're going to, listen, you know how this is a healer? Libra, you're healing. Or you have healed, or you are healing currently. You are pushing through. You're embracing this energy and you're pushing through. You're very determined to make it, and you do, and you will. This is the 10 of Wands. This elder has taken on everything, and they've made it to the top of the hill, okay? She's reaching out for these berries on this bush. This bush in this myth holds like the fountain of youth. So you're rejuvenated. So again, it's a message of like, keep going. You know what I mean? Like, look how far you've already come. It's like, I'm hearing Spirit And your ancestors, our ancestors say, like, you're 10 feet. You're 10 feet from the finish line in like a 10-kilometer race. Something ridiculous. Like, that's the ridiculousness you've been through. Like, you're 10 feet from the finish line. Do not even consider stopping or giving up now. Absolutely not. And you will experience some type of rejuvenation too, or you are experiencing some type of rejuvenation in your energy field possibly, or in your passion. This is Wands. Why do I keep, is that Boys to Men? I keep hearing the end of the road. Come to the end of the road. Still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. What the heck? Who is in their feels over you, Libra? I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I'm not sure if that's Boys to Men. I think it is. Wow, I haven't heard that in long time. Long time. Someone knows though. Yeah, look at that. Literally, somebody knows they've come to the end of the road with you. Still I can't let go. 8 of Cups, 2 of Wands. You're on your way. You're on your divine mission path. Sayonara. See ya. I've gone through too much. 10 of Wands is the end of the road. I'm getting ready to experience a rejuvenation. Dang it, I deserve this. Deserve these berries. I deserve these freaking berries. Metaphoric berries, okay? But that's what this is. So I don't know who's singing End of the Road, but too bad, too sad. Libra, we're on our way into the year of the fire horse very soon, very soon. I know it's I think it's mid-February, beginning of February, maybe February 6th. I don't have my other phone, or I'd look it up handy, when the Chinese New Year begins. If somebody would like to look it up and drop it in the chat, that would be awesome. Alexis 711 says February 17th. Okay. Angus says February 17th as well. All right then. February 17th, it most likely is. 2 people said that. Oh, Libra. All right. Pushing through this last bit of magic. 9 of Knives. Bottom of the deck. It's a lot of dark magic. Trying to affect your finances. 5 of Coins. You're doing good if you have been clearing out, if you have been donating, if you have been keeping your good heart, you know, helping out when you can, do good things. I just heard do good things and good things are done unto you, or however you want to say it, but that's what I just heard. And you're pushing through. You're not letting these dark energies stop you. They could be trying to confuse you spiritually, like your spiritual sight. We have the Two of Knives behind that. And it shows a four-eyed girl, but her two spiritual eyes were taken. Whoa, look who's behind her. Whoa. This is the card of the night. And it's so significant. Daughter of Sticks. And that arrow up here with the birds. Again, I see it. It's like they're dropping clues. The ancestors are dropping gems. They're dropping clues. This way, this way. You're on track. Okay. So advice for Libra dealing with the remnants, I'm hearing. The remnants, the leftovers of any dark magic trying to affect their finances. Keep clearing out. That's what the ancestors in spirit is saying. Keep making space, fresh energy, new chi. Keep clearing out any old stagnant energy. Organizing, donating, throwing away rubbish. I just heard throwing away rubbish. I definitely do not call trash rubbish. But yeah, that's somebody. Throw away the rubbish. Okay. Dang. Libra? What do you want us to do, ancestors, about it? Let me see what the Two of Knives says. Whatever it is, you're going to push through it. And this is going to shock those that have done all this dark magic against you and your businesses. I heard your businesses or your business, your money. This is going to shock them. When you beat them. Some of you, your name has been cleared. You could have beat a case recently. This is what I'm hearing. Because look at her. You think she's gonna just, does she look like the type to just take it? To just roll over and, yeah, just, no. No. Absolutely not, Libra. That's a warrior spirit. That's a warrior spirit. You have had this warrior spirit all your life, and you're not going to stop now. Like, it hasn't disappeared. It hasn't diminished. If anything, for this card to keep appearing, Spirit is like, you are continuing to move in the correct direction. Look for our clues. Follow your intuition. Don't let other people lead you astray. Follow Spirit. Follow us. Let us show you the way. Let's shock them. Let's give them something to talk about. Let them return back to their reader, back to their spiritualist, back to their practitioner, back to their priest or priestess, and be shocked by what you have overcome. Ooh, I'm dizzy. Somebody didn't like that. Two of Knives. Let's see. Two of Knives. Root workers referred to some people being four-eyed, which was a reference to the ability to perceive both the physical and the spiritual realms. Here, a four-eyed woman nervously bites her lips because her spiritual eyes have been taken. In the positive, this is a truce, making a firm decision, renewed action, lies being exposed, being in touch with how you really feel, patiently waiting to see if things work out, a crossroads. In the negative, it can be about partners who are only partially committed, fence riding, indecision, prolonged waiting, unequal partnership, opposition. It's almost like this opposition, this dark magic that's been attacking your businesses and your finances. It's obviously all centered around how you see your connection to spirit, who you are in spirit. I'm hearing your soul power. Like, this is you. This is how these practitioners and these people see you. Now, it's almost like taking your spiritual sight it's like severing your cord, severing the cord to your spirit guides. What on earth? That's not going to happen. Not now, not ever. I just heard the ancestors say, not now, not ever. So, let's keep going. What's next? And that's truth. Wow. Aw, the Ace of Swords just popped upright. That's the truth. There is no severing the cord between you and spirit, you and the divine, Libra. Spirit, the truth is, spirit has been preparing this table for quite a while, and the time is approaching for you to go from this, having to deal with this crap, these energies, nine of knives, to the 9 of cups, to your table being set in the presence of these same ones. That's what's going to be shocking when they see you at your table or they hear about your table, your opportunity, your abundance, your life. Truth. Ace of Knives, 9 of Baskets. Wow. Libra, you stayed positive through all this. 5 of Baskets right behind the 9. You protected. You see the 2 baskets, they're unscathed. They're unharmed, untouched, among rubble. Speaking of rubbish, among a disaster. There's been so much that has happened, but it's like you protected you and yours. And Spirit knows this. And through that protection, you continue to do the right things. No one's perfect, but you really tried to stand up for what is right. For yourself, for others. I promise you, if you're a believer in whatever you believe, how bright the candle got, the divine sees all. The Most High sees all. All is seen. All is observed. Even your intent is felt and known. It even goes beyond action. Because when I do these reads, the guides, they know what I'm thinking before I say it. Excuse me. Jeez Louise, if I can get it out. They know what I'm thinking before I say it. It's so weird. Like, they're very much ahead. Time is only a thing for us. Spirit is like light, literally on light speed. And we're just catching up. Wow, look. These people that wanted to... Oh, remember in the beginning of the read when I showed you... oh my gosh. Well, most of you won't remember, but in the very beginning, we had the 8 of Baskets and the 10 of Knives. And I said, some of us narrowly escaped an attempt to take us, up out of here. Third strikes, you're out, is what I was channeled. Look what's right behind that 5 of Cups, the Son of Knives. And he's wanting to battle right in front of that church. He's one of the backstabbers. He's one of the, yeah. Ooh. I won't say who's behind him or who's behind it. Ooh, the Empress is there. Unless it comes back out. They know you're an Empress. They really tried it. Your ancestors will have them on a platter. That's what that Empress is. They keep playing around, thinking they're going to take you down. No, no, no. Anyway, the truth is, your table's being prepared in the presence of your enemies. Let's keep going. The Nine of Knives is turning into the Nine of Baskets. Hold steady. Ace of Knives, hold steady. Hold steady. What is that? Like, what is that from? Hold steady. I don't know. That's just what I heard. I mean, you know, my guides are older. Like, our ancestors are obviously elders. Heard hold steady. Hold steady now. Ooh, almost popped out. Look at that. It like popped out and then popped back in. Let me see what it is. The Four of Baskets. Okay, we'll put it back in. Four of Cups. She was declining an offer. So it's almost like hold out. Keep holding out, Libra. Ooh-wee. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Look at these two together. The Five of Knives, which shows somebody willing to lie under oath. They're very cutthroat. With the Seven of Knives. I mean, it doesn't get much more deceptive than these two cards coming out together. And they just did. Now, at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. These people are trying to convince others, or they have been trying to convince others of lies about you, Libra, but people are becoming all the more wiser. Spirit has been the buffer. I feel like things could have been a lot worse. Those 8 wands were stuck into the tree, okay? The tree was struck by lightning. I feel like it's a lot of magic, again, that was thrown towards some of us, Libra. Things could have been a lot worse, but Spirit, you know, took the metaphoric hit for us. She's a root worker. I don't know. Some of you guys have natural, innate root working. Ooh, I have chills all over my scalp. Ooh, especially if you feel connected to nature, especially if you've kind of always grown up around nature or have a connection with nature. You probably have natural abilities with root working. Look into it. My scalp just tingled so hard right as I was saying that. Oh my gosh, and it did it again. This will help to protect you and others. Just like the root worker, healer, who helped Frederick Douglass from evil. And that evil person never bothered Frederick Douglass again. Once this man, this root worker, gave him a specific root. Just to keep on his person, not to like take or ingest or anything like that. No, no, no. Entertainment purposes only. This root, you just need to keep it on your person. That's how powerful it is. Okay, Libra. Oh boy. So, back to these two cards. How many knives is that? 12. Yo! Isn't that the same number as a jury? And isn't that the same number as those were at the table, the Last Supper or whatever? This was a close call, Libra. This was a close call. 12 swords. A group of 12. That's a lot of people concentrating on one person to take down. And you and your ancestors, you and your spirit team have protected you and yours from these sharp-tongued liars, toxic individuals. And people are becoming all the more wiser to their lies, too. I heard yeah. It's not the little boy who cried wolf. It's more like, I was going to say doesn't matter, man, woman, the man child, the man boy who cried wolf. The man boy who cried wolf. How interesting. There's like a man child here who's a big freaking liar. They really lied on your name, Libra. This masculine is a man child. They're stuck at a childish age mentally. They never matured past a certain age. It's a tale as old as time. But there's no empathy here because things happen to all of us at certain ages. I mean, unless you were blessed with like two healthy, amazing, supportive people, you know, people as parents, and you experienced No heartbreak, no pain, no trauma. You know, bless you if that's the case. We don't wish it on anybody. But the majority of us experienced trauma. That's the difference here. This is a narcissist. This is a group of narcissists that is attacking a earth angel empath, Libra, because you're meant to be the healer of healers. You're meant to heal people who are going to do big things for the world. So in your way of doing big things for the world is you're helping people like this healer, Dr. Sandy Jenkins, who helped Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass helped others. Frederick Douglass became a household name, who then went on and helped many, many, many more. That's the type of power you have. You're the power behind the power, Libra. This is why the attacks have been so much. This is why the attacks have been so strong. It's because of who you are and who you're meant to become in this lifetime, what you're meant to do, who you're meant to come into contact with and help, encounter, work with. This is, wow. There's the grandfather again. He's making sure your time is protected. They have tried to attack and shorten your time. But no. You see all these clocks? It's almost like they've done a ton of dark magic on your time on this earth, right? So each of those clocks is like one dark magic attempt. Each broken clock is one attempt on your time on this earth, Libra. And this grandfather has gathered up all those dark practitioners' attempts and put them into a protected salt circle. And he's got this knife sticking down into the middle of the salt circle with the broken clocks. Maybe this ancestor, this grandfather, is going to do some type of reversal, like a final once and for all reversal. Turn back the hands of time. Now I'm hearing, if I could turn back time. Hey, if I could find a way, I would take back all those things. Dang, Libra, you got somebody in there. Feels today, tonight, for life. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. Aw. No, but really though, if that's a passed over loved one saying that, like, this is how much they rock with you. They really, ooh, that gives me chills. Ooh, that gives me chills. Yeah. If I could turn back time. Aw. So this is their way of finding a way, you know, helping you spiritually. That's their way. Oh, we appreciate all the help. We appreciated all the help we can get, ancestors and loved ones of our Most High Good. Oh, yes. We appreciate all the help we can get because these mofos right here are relentless, but the time is about to be up. I just heard shot clock. Shot clock. Mm-hmm. The buzzer's about to buzz. Time's up. Game over. You lose. Libra wins. By a landslide. Tell me more. Advice, please, against these 12 liars. Wow. It's like the same. It's the same cards that were just at the bottom of the deck. The 8 of Wands and the 7 of Coins. With the Father of Knives. Give them the power. Power. Give your ancestors the power to move on your behalf. Or maybe they're telling you to do some type of reversal. And incorporate time into this. Because maybe these people really tried to like either give you like time, you know? They tried to take time away from your life. That's what I'm picking up on with all those clocks and the time. Whether that's through trying to make your life more difficult by sending these financial attacks, or trying to like falsely report your content, or just make things hard. Just make things hard for you. This is what's being reversed back, because all that takes away our perfectly good time and energy that can be spent on other less stressful things. But no, instead we have to worry about clearing out, trying to fight back, or not necessarily fight back, just protect ourselves from these haters. And again, it's like protecting yourself from someone who's trying to cast their pearls amongst swine. But the swine are not even convinced anymore. The swine don't want the pearls. She's picking up the pearls. Whoever these people are talking their crap to, they don't even care anymore. But you do need to continue to take some type of protection measures against these trash talkers, these liars. And they try to pretend it's pearls. They try to pretend it's gems, though. They're fake. They're plastic pearls. No, pigs definitely don't want the plastic-ish. Like, maybe these people are, I mean, I don't like to call anybody plastic or whatever, but hey, this is what the ancestors, this is what's coming through. I just picked up on plastic pearls. It's very fake. I just heard fugazi. Maybe maybe you had a passed over loved one who used the word fugazi. What else, ancestors? Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. Thank you for joining me for this live tonight. The 5 of Baskets with the Son of Knives. And there he is again. Fine, I'll mention him. I said I was going to mention him if he showed up again. I said I would mention him if he showed up again, and here he is. Bishop C.H. Mason. This is the energy behind the Son of Knives. These provocateurs, these people that want to provoke you into arguing with them. They hate how you have remained unscathed. These two baskets, they hate how you have remained unscathed. That's all I can say. How did you divert the disaster? All the disaster around those two freaking baskets. The other 3 baskets, this is 5 baskets. This is the 5 stages of grief. To me, that's how I read it. But the other baskets have been destroyed through disaster, except for these 2. You and yours have remained unscathed through disaster. These people are like, how, Sway? How has Libra? They're so angry that you've been perceived. Maybe you haven't been unaffected. You have felt the effects of this. But you can't tell. You sure can't tell by the looks of you, Libra. Or how you keep showing up. You look unscathed. Now, yeah, Empress. If they keep this up, it's the platter. It's the platter that they will go to. You know what that reminds me of? The platter she's holding up. Like the fireproof container platters that you buy for candle magic. If you're not comfortable, doing your own candle magic, but if you are, yeah, do it. Do a reversal. I just heard a trio. Do a trio. Put 3 candles together because 3, Empress, 1, 2, 3. Seriously, that's just what I heard. Do a trio. There's more than 1 candle on this platter. For each candle, you could set a different intention, or you could keep the intention the same for each candle. Just amplify it by 3. You could light a candle for people specifically. Like for protection. Like I would light a candle when I do candle work, for myself and my loved ones. That's what I mean by lighting a candle for someone. For our protection. Or to reverse any dark magic that has been thrown on you or your family. Devote that candle to that family member or yourself and make it a reversal. And put it on this freaking platter and light all 3 of those bad boys up. Light it up, 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 light it up, 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 light it up, 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 Aw, the son of sticks. You know how we've seen the daughter of sticks, the horse, the cowgirl, the warrior. Now we have the son of sticks. He's he's more quiet, but he's the gifted child. So some of you have the more warrior, wild children, possibly, while others of you have the more quiet, reserved, but very gifted children. Or maybe this is you. Were you quiet as a child? Were you reserved? Both are gifted, just different personalities. All right, we got to wrap this up because I'm running out of battery power and it is getting late. Spirit, ancestors, anything else? Thank you so much for these messages. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up, all the love. The Four of Sticks. Ooh, with the Four of Coins. The Treasure Hunter with the Four of Wands. You and your love planting in front of this gorgeous tree on your property. You may end up finding gold on your property because that's what he's hunting for. How interesting when you're doing some maybe some planting or digging in the garden on this property that you and your love have or are coming into in the year of the fire horse. You're going to find some treasure. You're going to dig up some gold. Okay, Libra. Look forward to the future. Yep, look forward to the future. 4 and 4. Your home life is improving. Your love life is improving. 4 and 4. Master number 44 too. That's above master number 33. Ha 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 ha. All right. Peace, you guys.